I swore I wouldn't do this anymore. I've sworn 100 times before this door, and yet my feet know where they always go. Back to you, the only home I know. I keep coming back, no matter what I say. I keep coming back, I cannot stay away. Every road I take eventually curves back to you. I keep coming back. The logical part knows this isn't wise, but logic doesn't live behind these eyes. It lives somewhere much colder than the place where I keep returning to your face. I try to drown your memory in crowded nights, in strangers' arms and city lights, but every laugh just sounded wrong somehow, 'cause none of them could calm me down. I hear your voice in every empty room, like echoes dancing through the glue, and every little thing reminds me still of promises we couldn't kill. Maybe I'm weak, maybe I'm hopeless, but every heartbeat still calls your name. I keep coming back, I keep coming back, I keep coming back, even after all the pain, like a storm returning with the falling rain. No matter how I try to run from that, my soul runs to you. I keep coming back. You were the fire living in my veins. Now every winter feels the same. I wear my pride like armor on my skin, but you still find a way within. Every goodbye dies before it's said. Your shadow sleeps beside my bed. I close my eyes pretending you were gone, but somehow you still linger on. Maybe this love was written for us. Maybe our hearts never had a choice. I keep coming back, even when you let me go. I keep coming back to the hurt I know. Every scar you left still carries me back into your arms. I keep coming back, I keep coming back. Like the tide against the shore, breaking into pieces, wanting something more. And even if you close the final door, I'll wait outside. I keep coming back, back to your silence, back to your touch, back to the ache that hurts too much, back to the sores I'd never cry. Still I come back every time. There's a photograph I never threw away, hidden where the light can't stay. Your fingers wrapped around my shaking hand, like we believed we'd always stand. Sometimes I drive the streets we used to know, just hoping somehow you would show. And every passing face becomes a blur, 'cause all I ever see is her. And if you called in the middle of the night, I would run barefoot without asking why. Tell me to leave, I'll be back by morning. Some kind of love comes without a warning, and every time I finally start healing, you pull me under with one feeling. Tell me you hate me, maybe that's kind door still open, cold light broken, footsteps gone, but the room stays on. The air in here feels cold and thin. Where does all the silence begin? Just a vacant side where you once stayed. Midnight rhythm starts to fade. Every corner knows your name. Nothing here feels quite the same. Shadows moving through the blue, like they still belong to you. I trace your outline on the wall. No one answers when I call. Ghost of you in every breath, perfume hanging in what's left. I'm dancing in the wake you made, through the colors that slowly fade, moving through this dark alone, in a house that's not a home. I'm dancing where your echo stays, lost inside these empty days. Every room still holds your tone, in a house that's not a home. Keys are waiting by the door, but you live here nevermore. Every beat a heavy sound of a love I never found. Tried to quiet every ache, still I feel the space you take. Morning comes but nothing moves, only all these missing truths. Slow the tempo, let it breathe. Never thought that you would leave. Just a pulse, a hollow drum, waiting for the light to come. I'm dancing in the wake you made, through the colors that slowly fade, moving through this dark alone, in a house that's not a home. I'm dancing where your echo stays, lost inside these empty days. Every room still holds your tone, in a house that's not a home. Wake you made, where'd you go? Silence grows, fading slow. Wisps of smoke hang in the air, drifting slow, you're everywhere. In the space between our skin, I feel you moving deep within. Shadows dancing, no control, pulling deeper into the flow. No more words, just let it be. You dissolve inside of me. I can feel you without touching. I can feel you without touching. between here and gone. Fade into you. I used to know exactly where I ended, but you rearranged the borders of my skin. Now I can't tell where I stop and you begin, and I have never felt more whole within. Every touch dissolves the space between your heartbeat and my veins, like rivers slowly meeting sea. You move so naturally through me. The walls I built all fade away every time you say my name. And in the quiet after dark, you become my favorite part. I fade into you, like smoke into the night. I fade into you, and everything feels right. No edges, no more endings. been staring at your name for 20 minutes, maybe that is too much time to think before you say the thing that 4 a.m. demands today. 4 a.m. confession, what the tired say. 4 a.m. confession, truth comes out this way. The filter's all went offline hours back. 4 a.m. confession, I want you back. By morning I'll deny the message sent. Blame the hour, claim I didn't quite mend. But right now at this lonely, honest hour, truth is all the darkness and the power. Send it, don't delete it this time. 4 a.m. truth is still truth past midnight. The room is dark except the phone glow light. Your picture shining softly in the night. And every unsent message in my chest feels heavier the longer it's suppressed. I type your name, then backspace it again. Like somehow silence helps the pain. But loneliness gets louder after 2. And every road inside my head leads you. 4 a.m. confession, no hiding anymore. 4 a.m. confession, knocking at your door. I spent all day pretending I moved on, but midnight proved me wrong. The city outside barely makes a sound, just empty streets and thoughts spinning around. And somehow in the quiet I can hear every little thing I miss about you near. The way you'd answer half asleep at night, your tired voice saying it's alright. The way you made the darkness feel less deep, like love itself was helping me to breathe. Now all I have are conversations saved, tiny little ghosts I never erased. And every sentence pulls me back again to where we were before the bitter end. I know that morning changes how we feel, makes nighttime honesty seem less real. But maybe exhaustion strips away disguise and lets the truest version finally rise. 4 a.m. confession, what the lonely do. 4 a.m. confession, still in love with you. No alcohol, no party, no excuse, just me with nothing left to lose. I wonder if you're also still awake, staring at the ceiling while hearts break. Maybe holding back the same reply, maybe missing me but scared to try. Because daylight turns us into pride, makes vulnerable hearts run and hide. But nighttime pulls the walls down one by one, until there's nowhere left to run. So here I am, thumb shaking over send. One small message could change everything again. I remember every late night call we had, every dream, every fear, every laugh. How somehow after midnight we'd become more honest than we were beneath the sun. You knew the parts of me I couldn't say, the darkness I kept locked away. And now at 4 a.m. they all return alongside every bridge we let burn. 4 a.m. confession, I still check your page. 4 a.m. confession, I still feel your shape inside the empty side of this old bed, inside every thought inside my head. The hardest part about this out at night is knowing maybe you were right. Maybe loving us was never safe. Maybe timing turned us into fate. But still my heart keeps reaching through If you feel even half the way I do, then maybe midnight still belongs to. You keep me like a secret in your chest, not hidden out of shame but out of best protection of the thing too rare to share with the world that wouldn't handle it with care. Kept like something precious and unseen, kept between the lines of what we mean. I don't need the world to know my name. Kept, and I love you just the same. There's a tenderness in being someone's private world, the one they come to, and then everything is stripped of performance down to just the two of us without a crowd. Keep me close, don't explain me to the rest. Some love is only perfect when it's unexpressed. I love the way your voice gets soft at night, like I'm the only thing that still feels right. No cameras, no announcements, no display, just quiet love that never needs to say. And maybe other people wouldn't get how something hidden feels this intimate, but there is safety in the life we made, far from attention, far from being named, kept like letters never shown, kept like somewhere safe called home. I don't need validation from the crowd. Your silence loves me loud. You reach for me in crowded rooms, so small, barely touching me at all. Just enough to let me know you're there. A language built from invisible care, and every little glance across the room feels more romantic in the gloom than all the public declarations done for strangers staring at someone, because what we have survives untouched. No pressure pulling us apart too much, no proving anything to anyone, just two hearts beating when the day is done. Sometimes I think the purest things survive away from flashing lights and public eyes, like flowers growing quietly in shade, protected by the dark where they were made, kept like whispers after dark, kept like fire without sparks. And maybe secrecy can still be true when all I want is you. I know some people need the world to see, need proof of love publicly, but every sacred thing I've ever known was strongest when it quietly was grown. The way you memorize the things I fear, the way you always pull me near. When life becomes too heavy on my chest, you hold me without needing to impress. And every night your arms become a place where all the noise just fades away. No audience, no pressure, no disguise, just honest love behind closed eyes. Keep me hidden from what would make us break. Some things are softer when untouched by display. You tell me things you never tell your friends, secrets with unfinished ends, and I hold them gently in the dark like fragile pieces of your heart. I think there's beauty in being chosen quietly, love deeply but privately, like I belong somewhere beyond the noise, past temporary trends and louder voices, kept like a prayer inside your mind, kept like something hard to find. And even if nobody knows we exist, I still feel every kiss. The world has ways of ruining one for a thing. So keep me where your real self always lives. In the silence, intimacy gives. Kept like moonlight through the blinds. Kept like memories frozen in time. No spot could improve what this became. I love you all the same. And if someday the whole world disappears, if all that's left are quiet rooms and years, I'd still choose this invisible kind of love over anything loud enough. Because the softest things survive the longest way. The words we never had to say. The fingertips across my skin at night. The feeling everything is finally right. Keep me close where the noise can't interfere. Some love grows stronger the less the world can hear. You keep me like a secret in your chest. And honestly, I think that's for the best. Because the purest parts of what we are could never survive becoming public art. Kept by your heartbeat and your touch. Kept, and somehow that's enough. I never needed the whole world to see. As long as you keep choosing me.
We sit in separate corners of the room. The smoke between us filling up the gloom. Your eyes don't move but I can feel them there. 1,000 words suspended in the air. I pour another glass and look away. There's something that we both forgot to say. The silence louder than a scream tonight. We're close enough but something's not right. Every second stretching in between, like a fading, half-forgotten dream. I trace your shadow in the haze. We're lost inside this quiet phase. The space between us speaks louder than we ever could. I spell. This silence is the story that we'll never tell. Stay, just stay, right here in the gray, where nothing fades away. Space between us speaks, between us. Cigarette and rain, window fog from cigarette and cold, watching rain turn everything to gold. Your jacket's on the chair beside the door. I don't know what we're waiting anymore. The city's drowning in the night, street lights blur beneath the light, and every drop against the glass feels like a memory that won't pass. You sit quiet across the room, wrapped inside the smoke and gloom, and I can feel the ending near, but neither of us says it here. Cigarette and rain, that's all we are tonight. Cigarette and rain, burning in the quiet light. We'll lash away together, slowly disappear. Cigarette and rain, I want you here. Cigarette and rain, stay with me tonight. You light another and I watch the smoke rise and disappear like every